Now, the speed of sound is 330 meters per second. The speed is referred to as Mach 1, Mach 2 is twice that speed, and so on. A new military jet can fly at an average speed of Mach 5. Find how long it takes in hours and minutes to fly across the Pacific Ocean from Sydney to Los Angeles at a distance of 11583 kilometers. Okay, it wants hours and minutes. Okay, to me, the cheapest way of doing this now, the really cheap way of doing this would be to, that's Mach 1, yeah? We're going Mach 5, correct? What's 5 times 330? 1,650 meters per second. Is that okay? Next thing I do is time equals distance divided by speed. I then look at the distance. It's 11,583. Multiply that by 1,000. 11,583,000 meters. Divided by 1,650. This is going to give me how many seconds? Do you got it? Show you a second way how to do it in a second. So 11,583,000 divided by 1,600. So we cover 1,650 meters every second. We have to go 11,583,000. This equates to 7,020 seconds. Now, problem for me is that it doesn't want it in, doesn't want that in what, guys? It wants it in minutes and hours. So here's what I'm going to do. Divide by 60 turns it into minutes. 117 minutes. So that's 1 hour and 57 minutes. Is that right, you guys? Did anybody get that out? 1 hour and 57 minutes. Not 2 people. 5 people. Good job. Okay, and we got some questions. Joe.
So I got
Yeah. Some other people might try it this way, guys. Some other people might have said that some people might have turned the 1,650 into 1.65 kilometers per second. Does that make sense? 1.65 kilometers per second? Then you could divide 11,583 by 1.65. Some people may have multiplied by 60. Why would I multiply by 60? Yes, sir. How much in a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. It will cover 99 kilometers in a minute. Multiply by another 60. And what would that tell me? How many kilometers will it cover in an hour? So this will cover 5,940 kilometers per hour. Then you can get your 11,583, which is your distance. You can divide it by a speed of 5,940. And then when you do 11,583, you divide it by 5,940. Do you get 1 hour, 59, 57 minutes? No, you're going to get 1.95, which you then press your button to change into 1 hour and 57 minutes. Both ways. Okay, so I can give you 1.95 hours, which is the equivalent of 1 hour and 57 minutes. Are you okay with that? Okay, tough question, to be fair to it. Question 10. A main runway of this airport is 2.25 kilometers long. Airbus takes off at A, comes airborne at P. The Airbus takes 52 seconds at an average speed of 126 kilometers an hour to come airborne. Find A to P. Okay, is this a distance, time, or speed question? How'd you know? Huh? Yeah, AP is a distance. It wants me to get this distance here from A to P. Now, distance equals what? Speed multiplied by time. Now, here's your problem. 52 seconds. Okay? 52 seconds is how much of a minute? How much of a minute is it? 52 divided by 60. It's 13/15 of a full minute. Everybody cool with that? What fraction of an hour is it? How many seconds in an hour? How many seconds in an hour? 3,600. So 52 divided by 3,600. 19 over, 13 over, 900. That's what it is in hours. It's 0.01444 of an hour. Now get this. Your speed is 126 kilometers an hour. Your time is 52 divided by 3,600. That's what fraction of an hour you have. See the way the speed is in kilometers an hour? That means I have to put my time in. My time also has to be in hours. Does that make sense? So here's what you're going to do. Kilometers an hour versus hours, and what you're going to get is, it's 126 multiplied by 52 over 3,600. Did anybody get 1.82 kilometers? I'm in class, 1.82 kilometers. Good job. Okay. Shh. Okay, guys. Excuse me, guys. A smaller aircraft, the Cessna 510, becomes airborne at T when starting from A. T is 1,575 meters from A. The average speed of the Cessna during takeoff was 90 kilometers an hour. How long did it take to take off? This is a time, a distance, or a speed question? It's a time question. How long did it take to travel from A to T? It tells you A to T is 1575. Now, can anybody tell me a problem with this question? They're mixing up kilometers and meters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that into 1.75 kilometers. Is that okay? Speed is 90 kilometers an hour. It's a time question. Time equals what, guys?
Distance divided by speed.
Distance divided by speed, which is what, Joe? 90 divided by?
1.575.
Oh, no, wrong way around.
1.75.
1.575
Divided by 90.
divided by?
90.
Alright, this is going to be interesting. 1.575 divided by 90. 4 out of 700. Okay. So that's what fraction of an hour it is, isn't it?
7 out of 4.
7 out of 400. Okay, just relax for a sec. It's 7 out of 400. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is change it. You're going to press this button here. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Is that alright with you? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Oh, sorry, 1 minute and 3 seconds, is it?
Would it be 0?
I think it's 1 minute and 3 seconds. I'll tell you why. How many minutes is there an hour again? Oh, sorry, how many seconds in an hour? 3,600. Multiply top and bottom by 9, and you get 63 over 3,600. So it's the same as 63 over 3,600. 130, guys. 130 would be, let's say 9 divided by 6. See the way that's 1.5? Shift, fact. Oh, crap. Shh. Just that button. See, 130 means 1 minute 30. We had 1 minute 3, which is 63. How about cool with that? So what was our answer? 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay.
30.
So 1 minute and 3 seconds. There, Sarah is there. 0 hours, 1 minute, 3 seconds. Is that okay? Alright, guys. How many people got that one out? Difficult. Good man, Haymond. Now, comment on the accuracy or otherwise of your answers in 1 and 2. Those answers were pretty accurate. We got 1 minute. That's not a good question. Both questions are done. None of the answers need to be rounded off, did they? Because we used fractions, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't round off anything, so the answers are really accurate. Don't know what else they want from me. Okay, let's move on. This one. Okay. Okay, what's the distance, guys? Distance equals what, guys? Speed times time. Now, here's an interesting way of doing it, okay? 4 hours and 20 minutes is 4 1/3 of an hour, isn't it? Do you agree with that? So you can do 4 1/3 multiplied by 120. Sorry, that's the other way around. That's time by speed, isn't it? What I did there. I did time multiplied by speed. Now what does that come out as on your calculator? Shift. There you are, 4 1/3. Multiply by 120. 520. Is that okay with you guys? Anybody know how to do it another way using the calculator? Yes, sir.
4 and then a little
4
yeah,
and then 20. Yeah.
and then just multiply by 120.
520. And you press the change button. See the way it's 520 as well? That's okay, they both work. Everybody alright with that? Or you can also do 4 and 20 out of 60. That's the same as 4 and a third. Okay. Next thing it's asking is how many hours? What type of question is that? How many hours and minutes? So what type of question is that? Time. It's a time question. What is time? Distance over speed, yeah. And then what do we get? 520 divided by 100.
No, you do 120 first.
What?
Will ask you to add
Time equals distance over speed. The distance is 520 kilometers, and the speed is 100 kilometers per hour. Everything's fine. Okay. So 520 divided by 100. 5 hours 2 minutes? No. 5 hours 20 minutes? No.
5 hours, 12 minutes.
5 hours 12 minutes. Press the change button. We're not dealing in metric, we're dealing in hours and minutes, which is 60s. So please do not make that mistake. Now, if I was in the exam, I'd be writing down 5.2 hours, and then underneath that, I'd then try and convert it into hours and minutes. Everybody cool with that? Adam, you good? Alright. Next one. 16. Time taken for projected travel to Derry to Waterford is this much in 6 hours. Here's a return journey from Waterford to Derry, but the same route takes an extra 45 minutes. By how many kilometers an hour was it averagely slower on the return journey? Okay, so speed. What does speed equal, guys? Distance divided by time. Is that 63 kilometers an hour? And on the way home? Speed equals distance over time, so it's still 378. Except it's 6 hours and 45 minutes. Now don't write it like that if you can help it. Do it as 6 hours and 45. What you get there, guys? 378 divided by 6 hours 45 minutes. 56. And the difference, guys? 7 kilometers an hour. How many people got that one? That's an easy one. Okay, that was one of the easier ones we did. Moving on. 18. Rebecca and Bren plan a walking holiday in Scotland. To help plan the holiday, they use a map of the section country with scale of that towards that. Okay, can I explain what that might mean, guys? Okay, I might need some of you guys to help me with your rulers. Anybody have a ruler on them? So, yeah, good man, alright. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to calibrate my ruler, okay? Will you measure, does it give us 2 points, does it, on the map?
Yeah.
What are the 2 points?
You cut it off.
I cut it off. Brilliant. Give me a second. You have a map, and your map, when you measure the distance of, what's it, Inverness to Fort William?
Yeah.
as in P to Q there, you can see that it's roughly 9 centimeters. Okay? Now, they said the scale, however, is 1 to a million. Okay? So 1 to a million means that it's a million times bigger in real life. So it's actually not 9 centimeters at all. It's actually 9 million centimeters. Alright? And the thing is, we don't really measure distances that long in centimeters. First thing we're going to do is we're going to turn centimeters into meters. So to turn centimeters into meters, you divide by 100. This is the equivalent of 90,000 meters. Then turn meters into kilometers, divide by 1,000. And you figure out that this distance here is actually 90 kilometers in real life. Okay? So the questions are 90 millimeters or 9 centimeters. Convert the distance to the real map, 90 kilometers. Rebecca knows the maximum distance they can walk in 1 day is 34. Is it a reasonable to conclude that she can make this journey in 3 days? Justify her answer. What's 3 times 34? 102. No, Rebecca will not be able to make this journey in 3 days. Oh wait. No, sorry, she will. My fault. Rebecca will be able to make this journey in 3 days because she can cover 102 kilometers over 3 days by multiplying distance by time, speed by time. Her distance is 90 kilometers, therefore she can complete it in 3 days. And done.